John Byrne, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. You've got a new album out.
I have, yeah. It's Built by Angels.
Nice stuff. And 4 years on, it's about time you've done something new. Now, the last album was sort of like your take on Broken Britain, really. It was like the soundtrack to Broken Britain.
Yeah.
Some funny tales in there. This one's sort of a bit more reflective and a bit more... You sort of moved on with your writing, I think, with this one, haven't you? It's not as looking at where you lived and where you're from.
Exactly. I mean, I think the first one was about, the town I lived in and the things that were going on there and just observing what was going on around me. But this one, obviously, is about marriage, having children, Totally different in a sense. It's still got that black humour in there, on your track, but it's mainly orientated around progression in life and,
A bit more positive, this one, I think.
It is, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's that going from being a young man in a small sort of town to basically being a proper adult, you know what I mean, with proper things like, responsibilities and that.
You're still getting your microwave taken from you, though. I know some one of the tracks.
Yeah,
just bring it back down to here.
I wrote that is a few years ago. That was before I was in, I was in a relationship. I suppose that was when I'd just come out of a relationship that I was in at the time, which ended quite bad. But I came home and she took everything, and she didn't even leave, some cutlery. So I had to sort of, this is the way I am, or the way I was, is I wouldn't then go, oh, what I'll do is I'll borrow some stuff or I'll go out and buy some more. And I just sort of thought, sod it, I don't need it. So I just sort of lived with nothing. And Mark used to give me some money to get me electric meters, so I'd get some electric on it, and he used to just get a candle and a bottle of vodka.
Back to basics. You were thinking about the environment there, weren't you? That's what it was.
Exactly, and I was saving the world during that period.
I can see that. I can see that with the album as well, because you've got, some really funny tracks in here, but it is positive. It's moved on. It's got that infamous, the Wordsmith stuff and all that, but it's a bit more folky this time as well, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think I was quite angry when I did the first one. Probably a bit depressed, a bit confused, a bit probably intoxicated all the time. This one I took a step back. I went on my honeymoon. I just got married. I felt relaxed. I was lying there on the beach, and I started thinking about things differently, and I was thinking about things from a more of a grounded point of view, you know what I mean? And I was sort of like, maybe more of a simple point of view. I wasn't trying to make any political statements or anything like that. I was just basically wanting to talk about how I felt at that moment and how my life was at that present moment in time. So the style of music then changed to a bit more relaxed, and basically where I started was folk music, so it's gone full circle.
It's gone back to basics. You've sort of taken stock of what you've done previously with the debut. You had the 4 years to work on this, and things have moved on in your life, of course.
Yeah,
it's come through with the music.
Yeah, exactly. Because there was a period of a year, 2 years where I didn't write at all, because I wasn't interested at all in it. It almost got a bit too. It's like the pressure. You think, oh, I've got to do something. I've got to write a song. I don't really know what to write about. But until that period of my life came around, then it was inspiring enough to then make an album. That's what usually happens, like with albums. And so it basically was sort of like a week period, really, that I did the whole album, wrote it all. And obviously living a dream and that. There's some tracks on there that I did years ago, and then sort of had them a bit, and then put them together properly and made them into songs, The majority of it is about that moment, and that sort of time of my life.
You're going to do a track for us?
Yeah.
And before you do it, tell us about, if people like the sound of this tonight, they can come and see you live.
Yeah, I'm playing tonight at Studio 2 on Parr Street. I'll be on about 10. Anyone fancies that, pop down.
You can get the album there as well, can you? Mark will be selling them in the corner.
Mark will be there with his suitcase and his little flat cap and that, selling them. I don't even know how much are they. We decided £5. I mean, that's cheap, because they're $7.99 online, and that you don't even get anything. You just get music. You don't get anything physical for that,
No.
For a £5 you can get a CD.
You might get a physical pint off John, off Mark.
You might do.
No chance.
Not at all, no. You best buy them online, just come down and watch the gig. So you're going to do a track for us. I'm going to play another one later on as well.
Yeah.
And what's the plans for the summer? Because you were a bit of a festival man, weren't you? You've done it over the years, but you've been quiet, of course, with this. Have you got things lined up?
Not festival-wise, because the thing is with that, the first album has been picked up by an American record label, and hopefully we're going to get that released over there again. And And so we need to sort of keep the calendar a bit open, really, because I think there's going to be looking at an American tour later on this year. So we're looking at doing that, which is something that's well, quite a good thing. So I think, we're sort of like, we don't want to really commit to anything because you don't know, dates aren't put in place yet, but they're sort of on the agenda, so we're sort of keeping that sort of a bit open, you know what I mean? And I'm sick of camping.
You've had enough of it. You've definitely grown up, haven't you? You've had enough of the camping. You want a B&B now.
Yeah.
I'd say what I did like on here, I do like track 8 on here, All in My Mind. It's sort of about a struggling musician, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I based that was kind of about a relationship between some family members of mine, also tied that in with the music industry. And you're getting... One thing I have learned, is not to probably get too excited about anything and just be like, if this happens, that's great. If it doesn't, then great, whatever. Don't put all your faith into it, because it can easily just tear you apart. I mean, just mess with you emotionally.
It's a more relaxed John Byrne now, isn't it? I can see it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, I've actually just started sort of running and looking after myself a lot more. I don't nail things anymore, but things that are bad for you, I sort of try and stay quite healthy.
I can see you and Mark going for yoga lessons now.
Yeah, no. But I think we should. I think that'd work out. We could be like yoga partners. We could go to like the Bahamas together and...
Whatever you want to do together, you get on with it. We'll go with the track as well, and let you get on with the yoga. Let you get on with yoga. What are you going to do?
Okay, this is a song that I wrote about my wife. It's called Lighthouse.
Okay, thanks a lot.
I will tell you all my heaven, and it's a world with a beautiful sky, like a light inside living. And I will tell you all my fortune. I met a girl with a beautiful mind. She's like a lighthouse, forever shining. This place I feel inside myself. It's like a dream, and I'm living it now. And the darkness is over. So let me tell you all my fortune. I met a girl with a beautiful mind. She's like a lighthouse,
That was really nice, that.
Cheers.
Nice romantic track as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's you know, it says what it says, doesn't it? I mean, to be honest, it's sometimes you just got to say what you think and what you feel at that time, haven't you, rather than trying to study things too much.
And also, is the track on there as well, a little later, is that your daughter?
Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite ones, because I remember writing that and I was actually bawling my eyes out. I was a bit tired and that, a bit emotional, just... but I was watching her playing in the garden and I started writing that, and as I was watching her, you know, and I'm thinking about how I felt about her and how she's changed the way I view the world, and that just came to me, and it's a nice song. I mean, I don't want to sort of big myself up, but it's a nice melody that fits perfectly. And I think when people go, that's a nice song, but then when they go, that is a song about from a father to his daughter, and that makes it so much more beautiful, I think.
Yeah, re-emphasise everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think, wow. Because I just love the fact that when I'm not even around anymore, she can then, you know, listen to that and think, well, my dad said that about me.
As she grows up?
Yeah, I mean, when she's a teenager, she'll hate it, probably. I think it's the most embarrassing thing ever, but when she matures a bit more, she might love to like it.
All the best for the album.
Cheers.
Thanks for doing the track for us. We're going to play another one later on as well.
Brilliant.
If people want to come down, 10 o'clock tonight at Studio 2, Parr Street.
Yeah.
And if you want to buy it, if you don't want to come and see Mark and get a free bevy off him, they can get it online as well, can't they?
They can, yeah, definitely, yeah, on iTunes and all that stuff. Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, nice one. Thanks
a lot, mate. Yeah, cheers.